Yo, what is up my dudes? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, actually before we get started with today's video, if you haven't seen the previous one where I went over the entire car and showed you what's wrong with it, I'll have it linked up in this corner so you guys can go and check it out. In today's video, I'm going to try and realign, refit, improve the fitment, or whatever you want to call it, of this front bumper. As I showed you guys, the fitment is not great. This is the worst side. This is actually what it looks like. So I'm going to pull the bumper off and see if I can get it to align better. I know it's been held in on both ends with cable ties. I'm not sure how the clips work, or the slides, or whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to take this bumper off and see for myself. These bolts here is also not doing much. You can see the entire bumper is loose. If I do this, the entire bumper is moving up and down. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, while we're at it, these lights, like I told you in the previous video, I bought a set of projector headlights which is at a friend in the UK. We are going to get them sent out to South Africa. I'm not sure when, but for now these lights use H1 globe, and if you all can remember, if you've been around here for long enough, I replaced my H1s on the Polo and I still got them around here. So this is not an Osram kit, this is a cheap kit. But I was thinking of chucking this kit in because it's working perfectly fine. It's just that I upgraded to better lights in the Polo, a very expensive kit, the Osram kit, compared to the cheapies. But I was thinking of chucking the cheapies in here until we get the proper lights from the UK, then we can buy a proper set for that. So while the bumper is off, I'm going to look at removing the lights, the entire headlight, so we can do the dims and most probably the park lights. And while doing that, I'll just buy the park or the roof lights for the interior. There's 3 of them here in the front. Why don't they want to go on now? I don't know, but they are yellow as well, so we'll probably just grab, I think they're actually the same globes as the park lights, so we'll grab 5 of those and then we have a H1 HID kit to put in. So I'm going to start by removing the bumper and see if we can do anything to this. Okay, I got the front bumper off. It was actually very easy because I believe more than half my stuff is missing. Say hi to my doggo, first time featuring him on the channel. Anyways, this slide, whatever you want to call it, on this side is broken. So that's probably why it doesn't line up very well. This side is better, but it's bent and stuff. And as you can see, this light has this plastic cover, whereas this one doesn't. That's probably why the bumper is hanging on this side. But I'm going to try and see if I can make a plan to get it to fit better here. I'm not going to do anything to this now because the headlights that I bought in the UK, the projectors, both of them has this plastic cover on. So I'm not going to be too phased about that for now. We will get that sorted once the new lights comes in. Next up, oh, I also noticed this light is very loose, so I'm glad we are going to work here now to get that sorted. Next step is going to be to remove the lights. I'm probably going to do this one first so we can power the HID on just to see the difference. I mean, everyone knows what HIDs looks like, but it's still pretty cool to see. So I'm going to do that. I must still go and buy the park lights, but once the light is out, I'll get the samples and then I'll go and buy the other globes that I need for that. I believe I got the wrong globe. This is a H7. I'm pretty sure the H7 is the bright and the dim is actually a H1. So I'm going to pop this one back in and take out the correct globe. Negative. This is also H7, so I'm not sure why was I being lied to, but let's check the difference between H7 and H1. H1 is clearly not going to fit, so this is a little bit of a bust because I was told that it's a H1 and not a H7. Okay, I'm about to put the bumper back. Like I explained, this is H7 and not H1. I'm not going to go and buy a H7 HID kit now, and when the lights arrive, the new lights, I need to change it again. So I'm just gonna rock the stockies for now. I'll probably still change the interior lights to LEDs to make it look a bit more newer, if I can put it like that. But my main concern is to get this to line up better. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'll see once the bumper is up here, but I'm guessing this plays a massive role in the bumper sagging down. Like I said, this here keeps the bumper intact, but this one doesn't have it. So I'm going to see if I can figure something out. Otherwise I'll just put the bumper back the way it was, and today would have been a massive bust, but let's see if I can figure something out there. I got it all back together. It seems like there's nothing that I'll be able to do here in the meantime to get it to look better. If I do this, I can get it to look okay if I hold the bumper up like this. So that means if we are going to get this plastic piece to keep the bumper up, that it's going to look more or less the same as this side, which is honestly not bad. It's slightly off, but it looks way better than this side. So today's entire mission was a bust, but that's the way life goes. Stuff doesn't always go the way you plan for them to go. After replacing the clutch, the gear selector feels kind of weird. This cable here, I don't know if it's not clipped in properly or what's the issue, but something there isn't lacquer. But I decided while everything is out here, I'm going to fix up this earth. So I'm going to redo this bit. I bought new terminals. I'll probably do the positive as well, and then redo this earth as well. I'll probably take it down here and earth it on the gearbox, because this is not the right path to earth it. So I'm just going to redo all of this while I'm busy here. Also bought new wiper blades. It was like 80 rand a piece. That was hella cheap. Bought some Bosch wipers, so I'll chuck that on as well. As you can see, the first rain already came down last night, so definitely much needed. I did it off camera now, but basically I took this thing apart, opened it up, and then that bit that was sticking out there at the back was supposed to be clipped in there. So the gear lever is now back in its normal position, and I'm pretty sure the gears should feel the way it was before. Just going to tidy this up, and then I'm going to replace this earth wire. I rewired the earth. This one to the body strap has been redone. This one has been redone there next to the motor, better routed, and now this cover should pop on properly and stay on the way it should. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this intake back. I also glued the airbox together. As you can see, I glued it together, so it should get direct air from the front now, not sucking hot air from there. Not sure how much it's gonna make a difference, because the pipe here will still get hot next to the motor, but anyway, at least that's sorted now. Just gonna assemble everything, and then that should be it. I think next up is going to be to get 4 new tires, and then this engine mount is also giving me a hard time. You can hear there that it's squeaking when I'm driving the car. It gives off a slight vibration. I must just check. I actually have stuff to make polyurethane mounts that I bought for the Polo quite some time ago. It's at a friend's place. We used it on his Golf 7R. I just need to get it back from him, and then we can probably do that mount, and while we are there, check out the other mounts and probably do them as well. So a couple of small things that needs buttoning up. Like I said, if you haven't seen the previous video with the walk around, I'll link it up in this corner. You can go and check it out, and then from there on, we're gonna tick off one thing at a time off that list and get this car perfect. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one, bro. Peace out and reflect your passion.